Good afternoon all. This is Dolores from Getting Gigs, and today I'd like to talk to you about three companies that are hiring for remote workers. I'm going to put the link to all three of them down below. If you can hit the like and subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. So let's get started. So, my name's Dolores. My goal is to work 100% remotely, 100% of the time, working side hustles, remote work, gigs, so that way I never have to go into regular 9 to 5 ever again. And I've been doing it for a little bit over a year now, and it's been doing well. My goal is to make at least $200 to $500 a day. Some days I do better, and some days I do worse. As long as it averages out, I'm okay with that. And so what I do is I keep applying for these type of positions, so that way when one job or contract ends, I got another one lined up. And sometimes I work two or three contract jobs at once, like where I do one in the afternoon, one during the day, maybe one on the weekends. I just try to split it up so that way I'm still working for whatever companies, and I have something always to fall back on if one of them doesn't have work. So these are three companies that I've applied for. I've actually worked for one of them. I almost worked for the second one, and I've been applying to the third one. So the first one is, let's go ahead and start with that one, is We Localize. We Localize, I worked for them for maybe about a year. I liked the work on their platform. I enjoyed it. They had good instructions. They had, um, the pay was okay. Like it was, remember as gig work. So like it was okay. I thought it was okay for me. But they also had like videos and showing you how to do stuff. And it was steady each week I would get work from them. And the only reason I stopped working for them is that position. They no longer have it in the United States, but they do have other work in the United States, but they actually have a lot of work in other countries as well. If you look at the states or the countries that they're hiring for, you'll see that they have a lot of opportunities out here. And you could just look. I was searching by United States earlier, but if you just search and look by your country, you'll see Romania, India, Japan, South Korea, Peru, United States, United Kingdom, like India, Israel. Like there's different countries that they're hiring for. For me in particular, I was just looking at the United States ones because I am from the United States and I only speak English. So I was looking for United States English on here. And they did have like a general position out here that I was going to apply for. I don't know why I picked this one, but yeah, let's go back to that other one. So I'm going to just hit that word general. This one right here, the general freelance applications, this is the one I had applied for recently. I haven't heard back from them, but I just wanted to show you that one out there. So like if you don't find one in the United States, you don't find one that you don't meet the criteria for, it doesn't hurt to put your application in so they can keep you in mind if they have something else open up that they think that you might be a good fit for. But they have all of these other opposite opportunities and positions out here that you might have the skill set for. So just keep a look on here, just see what they have. Look at it, see whether or not something you're willing to do. I like them because of the fact that I could work whatever hours I wanted to work, days, evenings, afternoons. It wasn't really a set schedule, but the thing was like if they were going to drop work on Monday, you want to work that Monday because they don't hold the work for you. So like if you log in, if you don't log in on that Monday, and somebody like they need the work done, they're not going to hold the work for you. They're just going to let whoever does the work do the work. And also too, they have like a set hours number of hours that you can work. Sometimes they let you go over, but most of the time it was like a set number of hours to work, which was fine. So so it's not really a set schedule, but like if they do say they're gonna drop work on Monday, you want to log in on that Monday, and I would log in on Tuesday too to see if there's any left over for you to do. So that's for it for We Localize. You'll learn their patterns if you get in. You'll learn the pattern of when your work drops because I think it varies by country and it varies on what type of work you're doing. But that was one of the things that I noticed about them, but I did like them. And I'd still be working for them if they didn't eliminate that one position I was working for. The second company I wanted to show you was TELUS Digital. I kind of like TELUS Digital. Um, what happened was for me, I applied for a position there. I also applied for a similar position at One Forma. I did not realize that the position that I applied for One Forma was the same exact position as here. working for the same company. And it turns out you can only work that position at one of the other companies. And I mistakenly chose one format and I never actually got to start with them. So that was a mistake that I made on my part, and I wish I had chosen it would tell us instead, but I didn't. So I got all the way up to the application part. I did all the testing, but I told them that I couldn't do it because I was already doing the same work for one format. So that was the luck of the draw there. I chose the wrong company. But anyways, they are a company that's been around for a little while. So I think that gives them, I don't know, like it makes me more comfortable to work for them knowing that they've been around for a while. And if you look here, they also have a lot of countries that they're hiring for. If you just search by your country, like if you look in here to see. And I think if your country's not listed, then they're not hiring in your country. But you can search, and then if you look English, so looking for English, back office. But that I think that's because it's defaulting to me being in the United States. And for them, the position that was similar to one format is the rater position. I'm just going to search for that so that way I can show you. It does not pay a lot of money, but the thing was, um, it wasn't that hard of work. It was like one of those ones where you could do it during your own hours and get as many hours as you want. I think they did have a cap on the number of hours, but it was like there was an expert rater position and then they had this rater position. The rater position, I think, is the one that's similar to one forma. And then this expert rater one, that's the one I didn't apply for yet. But this one had for English and French. But this one, I think it was, I don't remember what the pay on this one was. But one of them only paid like 12 to 14 bucks. But I mean, it was still remote work that you could do from home. So I was still willing to do it like as a little side hustle, a gig. If, you're not working on something and you need something to fill in those hours, it's okay to do it for a few hours, so you could get money in. It'd be like beer money. That's what I call it. I don't think this is the one, but there's some that pay a lot more than the $12. But one of the rated ones only pays $12, $12 to $14, I think it is. So I just wanted to mention that was for the United States. But I'll put a link for them down below because if you look, they have higher positions on here as well. They're not all cheap positions. Like if you look, fraud prevention specialist, traveling ticket systems, those positions should pay more. You know, those positions should pay more. It all depends on, like, I guess it depends on the country too. But if you look, they have technical support representatives as well, and home security expert and medical advisor. So like if you look through here, there are a lot of positions that they have available. Check and see if they have your country on here, and check and see. I would check and see what the pay is too, see if you're willing to do it. I thought they were a good company. I just made a mistake and chose the wrong company for that one. Now the last one I want to mention is Mercor. And the only reason I wanted to mention this one is because they have a lot of jobs out here that pay a lot of money per hour. And I think it's worth applying for them. Just like if you don't get in, you don't get in. That's all there is to it. Like I applied for, I think it's 6 already. I've actually made it to like second rounds on a few of them where I did interviews for them and stuff like that. And I have 4 that are still pending. I just want to show you that I have done that. Like, yeah, I have these 4 pending that I applied for. I submitted the application. I haven't heard anything back on. These are the 4 that I have out there. I applied for 2 other ones as well. Those 2 I did hear back for, but I don't think that they let you know on all the positions whether or not you got in or not. But I keep applying because if I can make $77 an hour from home, I'm doing it. If I can make $275 an hour from home, I'm doing it. It's like some of these I can't do. Like I'm not a cardiologist, I can't do that. But if I could, I'd apply for that. I'd be applying for that. Yes, neurology AI. If I knew anything about that, I'd be applying for that. Like there's some on here that are pay really well, and there's some that are like you would think like maybe they shouldn't pay that much, but they are. But like some of these like lawyer ones, like in some of these countries, like they're paying pretty well, and I don't know if that's what they make in those countries. Like I don't know, like if in Japan they make 120 to 180 hours an hour, and I don't know if you need to be in Japan to do it, or you can be in the United States and be Japanese. I don't know how that works, but some of these pay really well, so that's why I keep applying for this company. like designers, $80 an hour. Chemistry with the PhD, you get $55 to $70 an hour. And then they have the financial and investment analysis, $65 an hour. I think that, it's worth a shot. If you have a degree or you have the skill sets for any of these, I would apply, especially like if you have STEM, a STEM background, or you have web development, or you have C++, or any of those coding skills. They have a lot of coding stuff. I saw like all this stack stuff in here. I could have swore I saw C++ in there as well. But they have all these different things out here. Like then they have this general knowledge one. I mean, general knowledge. They're gonna pay you $20, $35 an hour in India. Doesn't That's pretty decent. I think it's a pretty decent price for general knowledge. And then researcher AI evaluation. This one right here, I'm probably gonna apply for. I mean, I don't know if I can meet the criteria for it. I'm gonna apply for it because it pays that much money an hour, and if I don't get in, I don't get in. It's worth a shot. So just play around with it, see what they have out there. And also, they do have, like, so if you do get hired, I do want to say this: if you do get hired, they do have a referral thing too, where you can refer people and then they'll pay you for the referral. Like right now, I'm referring people, and like I'll put my referral link there, but I haven't been paid for any referrals because I don't work there yet. But I'll keep doing it. Like I'll keep referring people to it because I do think, who doesn't want to make $85 an hour, $100 an hour? So I'll keep referring that one to people just because I feel that it's worth it if a person can get in there. Like even if just one person watching this video and manages to get a position there, totally worth it doing the video. If somebody got hired, making good money. Yeah. Wish it was me, but hey, totally worth it. Anyways, these are the three for today that I'm posting. I will do a new video probably 2 or 3 days from now. For 2 or 3 of the side hustle gigs that I'm doing now, that I'm actually starting to get work on again. Like a couple of them were dead for a little while, and now they seem like they're coming back. And I'm getting emails and able to do work with them again. So I'm a happy camper. So I'll do links or video for those companies soon. So that way I'm making money, you should make money too. I'll share the links with you. Till next time, have a good night.